Hello everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jacqueline and in today's video I have the review of the brand new 2019 Soleil de La Mer bronzer. This bronzer just came into the market and we're just going to go over it. I'm going to show you a review, a demo, some swatches. But before we get started, please consider to subscribe to my channel. Please ring that little bell so you can get notified whenever I upload new videos. That's the only way YouTube will let you know when I come up with something new and exciting. And also, please consider to follow me in my Instagram. I would love to have you there and be part of my family. And now, if you want to know about this 2019 bronzer, just keep on watching. So I just gonna prepare my face. For that I do have these Creme de La Mer moisturizing cream. It's a really nice cream. I have been using it for a while. If you can tell, it's almost gone. Do you need this cream? Honestly, not really. I feel like yes, it's moisturizing and whatnot, but there are other creams that actually, you know, like will get your face nice and moisturized just as well as this one does. This is a little bit thick of a cream. I actually like the gel version too. That's a really nice one. And I don't know, I will maybe be purchasing it during the spring VIB sale at Sephora because you get 20% there. Or, you know, depending on which tier you are, you can get a percentage off. So that could be a really good moment to get it. But it's a nice cream. It does have a little scent, and it's a funny scent actually because it really reminds to the Nivea cream. If you had ever smelled Nivea cream, the one that they sell at any drugstore, the scent is almost the same. But it's very hydrating, moisturizing, and whatnot. Next, I'm gonna go with my La Mer, the Soft Fluid Foundation, and I will be putting the price down here somewhere. These foundation have SPF of 20. It actually have all the properties of the La Mer cream. Now, this foundation is not gonna give you a full coverage. I like to apply it with a beauty blender. If you want a little bit more coverage, then I will suggest to use a brush for that. And the shade that I'm using is Beige 32. This foundation is not glowy. It does have a radiant finish. Actually, a very pretty finish. Now, La Mer does have a concealer, but I haven't tried it, and I don't know, maybe I would like to stop by a Nordstrom counter to kind of see which shade I can use. I'm sorry, I just have a stuffy nose right now because I'm going through really bad allergies. Okay, now for my concealer, I'm gonna use this Fenty Beauty in shade 235. I tried this concealer for the first time during a review I made for the new Fenty bronzers. I will leave it in the cards up here. And I actually really like it. I thought it was going to be really matte, this concealer, but it's not. It actually, it's not that heavy as I thought. Now I'm going to go with my La Mer setting powder. This is called Le Pot Livre. Actually, this powder is a very nice, finely milled powder. And to apply it, I'm going to use my Hourglass double-ended brush. So now for the start of the show, I will be trying on for the first time the La Mer bronzer. And this is the package that it comes with. It's very pretty. It's called Soleil de La Mer. So the son of the La Mer, right? And it's a bronzing powder. They come with a bronzer every year. I do not own any other bronzer from La Mer. This is the first time that I purchased one. So you can actually purchase this bronzer at La Mer website, also Nordstrom's and Neiman Marcus. Neiman Marcus is where I purchased it at. I know Beautylish, they carry La Mer, but I don't know if they have this bronzer yet or not. The cost is $85. And this is the package when you take it out of the box. You have this beautiful sand right here, and the top is a little bit of like a rose gold color. When you open the compact, it does have a mirror, and look at this beauty right here. Looks like a sun, and what I like about it is that you have a very light shade of bronzer, then a little bit deeper, and then at the bottom you kind of have like a shimmer powder, so you can either dig into one of those spaces or you can just mix it all and then you will have a glow. If we go to the website, this bronzer is referred as a velvet to touch bronzer that creates a look of glimmering sun-kissed skin any day of the year. And these harmonious and illuminating shades blend perfectly to highlight and contour the complexion. Skin looks radiant with sun warm illuminating glow. Now you can sweep over skin for an instant bronze glow. For best result, use the powder brush to blend over areas where sun naturally kisses. Now this bronzer is made in Italy and it contains 0.52 ounces. Now the first ingredient is talc and the second ingredient is dimethicone. Now if you don't like those type of ingredients, you may want to steer away from this powder. Now let's go into the application. I also purchased the powder bronzer by La Mer. It's a very pretty brush, very soft, dense, very pretty. It says La Mer right here on the handle. Okay. For me, this powder brush, it seems like too big for bronzing, but I will give it a try. What about that? I'm gonna go ahead and try to pick the lighter color just to kind of like warm up my face and hope for the best. Actually this brush is a little too big, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use the Sonia G Sculpture brush. And I'm just going to start digging into the lightest shade of the bronzer. Not showing a lot, to be honest. At least not in my complexion. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and grab onto the second shade and into the first shade and kind of like mix it in a little. Oh, there you go. That's better now. Now it's giving me a bronze. I really like this bronzer. It blended so well. Okay, I'm gonna give you some swatches of these bronzers. So this is the lighter, then medium, and then the glow. The lighter color, the medium, and then the glow. The glow is very subtle, and let me just build it up a little bit more for you. This bronzer, you can barely see it on the skin. There you go. Try to build it up as much as I could. It's very soft to touch, actually, very velvety. So, I don't know. So I think this bronzer will definitely work best for fair skins, and then for my skin tone, I had it to go into the middle shade, so which is very little. It's a very little part of the bronzer actually. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use this brush right here from Hourglass, and I'm gonna swirl a little of this highlighter shade. It's very powdery, so be very gentle. I don't know if my camera can focus right there. The highlighter is very powdery, so be very careful with it. Give me a little glow right there. Yeah, it does give a glow. Now let me go ahead and try it with a little, this brush right here just alone. Yeah, definitely this is not a highlighter. It's just to give that extra glow to your bronzer. That's all what it is. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use my Wayne Gauze number 18, and I'm gonna apply this bronzer on my eyelids. And I'm applying it all over the lid. With the same brush, I'm gonna go to the middle shade, and I'm just gonna go ahead and try to deepen out my outer V. And I mean, I don't think this is, La Mer is not promoting this bronzer as an eyeshadow, but I like to always try my bronzers as an eyeshadow, just in case, if you know, like if you're traveling, something happened to your eyeshadows, or you forget and you only have a bronzer, you can also use it as an eyeshadow and kind of give some dimension to your eyelids. And at last, I'm gonna go ahead and use my finger. I know some people don't like to do this, but I'm gonna do it because it's such a small space too. And I'm just gonna go into this glowy shade. I mean, it's very pretty, very, very pretty. Obviously, I mean, you don't want to use these as a eyeshadow, but in case of emergencies, I think it will work. I think it will work. I'm gonna go back again on the darker shade. I give you a very subtle look right there. I'm just gonna try to buff the bronzer with this powder from La Mer, and I'm gonna use my big old fluffy powder brush by the same brand, La Mer. Now for my lashes, I'm going to be using this Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. I don't think La Mer has a mascara now that I'm aware of. And the only thing I'm missing in terms of makeup is the concealer. Now for my lipstick, I'm going to be using Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury. I wanted to show you some comparisons with other bronzers. These three bronzers right here are from La Mer. So you're getting the lightest that you can barely see right there. This is the medium shade in the pan, and this is the shimmer glow shade. Now, if you combine these three, you will get this shade right here, which is a little bit deeper. Still have that very subtle glow. Right next to it, I have a Marc Jacobs Tantric Bronzer. Next, I have NARS Laguna Bronzer. Next, I have Tom Ford Glow Dust Bronzer from his latest Soleil collection 2019. And last, I have the Fenty Beauty Bronzer Sun Stalker Bronzer in the shade Island Ting. So as you can tell, this bronzer right here, it's a little bit cooler. All these bronzers right here are in the warmer side. So hopefully this can give you an idea of the different shades. Definitely the La Mer is into the warmer side, but it's not too orange, neither too red. Okay, and this is the final look. As you can tell, the bronzer applied really well. My final thoughts about the La Mer bronzer: I think these will work perfect for fair skin tones, fair to medium. Medium to tan, it will not work, and deeper, obviously not. This shade right here didn't work for me. The medium shade, it actually worked for me, and it's very minimal amount of product that you are receiving for the price tag. And then the highlighter, I mean, I'm trying to show you, but it just goes everywhere. So I mean, you can mix it in with the whole powder, and then it will become more of the glow bronzer that they suggest. But it's very, very softly pressed, so it just kind of goes everywhere. But it's beautiful, but I mean, not worth the money. So I would just consider maybe going to your local department store that they carry La Mer and actually swatch it and see it from there. Now about the rest of the products, I love the brush. It's such a soft, beautiful brush. I love my La Mer foundation. I have been using it for a long time. I love it so much. What else? Well, my cream, I really like it. I will suggest you maybe watch Dr. Dre. She speaks a lot about different type of moisturizers, and you don't need to spend this amount of money on a moisturizer. This was part of a gift. I may purchase the gel type one, but again, it's nothing that you needed. And if you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up, leave your comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next time, you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.